We are seeing more young, new management groups coming into the market. They've aligned themselves with good capital. They are being aggressive in today's market, without a doubt. I think the smaller, younger companies have the ability to maybe cut costs better than some of the larger companies. Larger companies, economies of scale doesn't always work. There's a certain point, I think, where that starts tipping. So without a doubt, there's really some incredibly young, smaller firms coming into the market.
Sure. I think management companies wants to grow as far as raising their profile and expand their profiles as well in different markets and expand their markets.
Oh, absolutely. We're at the point in the cycle right now where there's a lot of demand, a lot of debt for people to buy hotels. There's a lot of things going on. It's a very good time in the hotel industry.
I would say that as far as the competition out there, we find mostly in the new construction deals and the new development deals is where we're seeing the most competition for with other management companies. And the bidding process occurs, and really we're there to show the talents that our company has and how we think we can bring this project to completion. But that's primarily where we're seeing the competition. The majority of our business is referral based. The brands are referring us, the word of mouth, and so generally speaking, when we go into a scenario, we're pretty confident we're going to get the project. But we're seeing ourselves as we're going out and competing for new projects, new development deals. That's where primarily the most competition is with other management groups.
No, we have not found that the number of management companies have grown in terms of vying for business in the last couple of months. What we have found is the competition has become more fierce. Crestlani is considered among the top 10 institutional operators for institutional owners. We have been very successful in growing with those institutional owners, and from our standpoint, we do feel that we're going to have a lot of success in the future with specific case studies on full-service hotels, as well as the partnerships that we very much value with our current ownership.
I have not seen a significant increase in competition, and I think that probably has a lot to do with the fact that the hospitality industry is doing so well that there's a lot of new development going on, and so there's a lot more opportunity for properties that need management. So if there were some new startup management companies out there, the growth in the number of properties is probably sufficient to absorb that, sort of.
Okay, so here's the thing. The whole idea of profitability soaring, I think, first let me clarify that. I think it's soaring in some markets. It's not ubiquitous across the United States. Not every market is soaring in terms of profitability. I mean, if you're in Nashville and San Francisco, wonderful, but then there's places like Washington, D.C., which got hit with sequestration, and it's just starting to come back from a difficult time. So having said that, I would say that we're seeing more and more management companies enter the market every day. It seems like I see another one on another email, another management company coming out.
And yes, we have seen a higher level of competition related to management contracts for hotels. I think it is based on a large part on the volume of transactions that's occurring or occurred in 2014 and will continue to occur. There are just a lot more hotels being sold that are unencumbered by management, and therefore the competition, the availability is higher and the competition is a little bit more rigorous.
As it relates to the hotel companies vying for management contracts, it has gotten very competitive out there in the industry. We are very selective with the type of business that we go after, so it's very relationship driven, and also the fact that we own a number of hotels. We focus quite a bit of time on buying hotels and the acquisition of hotels so that we have a longer stream of revenue for our company.
That's actually a really interesting question for me in particular. Our group debut is in the foray of all of these groups vying for management brand contracts. It has gotten to be a very dense field as of late with all of the new projects that are popping up. New construction loans are coming up like weeds where they weren't available 2 years ago. So of course everybody's trying to apply their brand and management onto the projects that are coming up in interesting places. For us, it's very strategic about where we're doing them, but we're happy to be in the foray.